Hello YouTubers. So I have a 1976 Super Beetle convertible and I had a little issue with the passenger side seat. You can see it's removed from the car right now, but the mechanism for tilting the seat forward was not working on the passenger side. And so that necessitated, if you wanted to lean the seat forward, you had to reach down here on both sides at the same time and pull up the little lever at the bottom. So I thought, well, I better repair that and it would make the car a lot easier to work on. But I could not find a good video on YouTube that showed how these seats work. So I thought I would post this. I'm not a regular YouTube poster, so bear with me. If you find anything in this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I welcome any comments. So I got the seat out, and while I was at it, decided to clean up the tracks a little bit. So I sanded those down, ground them a little bit with my Dremel, and then just painted it with some black Rust-Oleum paint. Cleaned everything up. There was a lot of dog hair down here, and lots of other debris that typically collects beneath seats. And so I'll show you what we've got here. I've got the seats. So with a little bit of effort, I got the seat out and dismantled. The seat comes apart for this type of a seat with, there's a little pin, this knob here. Where is it? There it is. This knob here, it has a little locking washer that you have to take off, and then the seat back comes out off of it really quite easily. So here's the seat back, and you can see that I've got some evidence that a little critter was living here. I got to get that cleaned up and so forth. I got the upholstery off a little bit. By the way, there's a really good video that's posted on classicvwbugs.com on how to reupholster seats. These were done some years ago by somebody else, but so I had never seen what the inside of the seat looked like, and I couldn't find a video that showed this, so I thought I would show you now. So here's the passenger side seat, and here's where the lever is for the seat mechanism. It's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. Once I got this off, I saw this. So there's a cable that connects to the lever here. There's actually two cables because there's one on the outside and one that goes to the inside. So the inside one is a little bit longer, and you can see obviously it's snapped there. So really, really simple. It just goes through a little hole there and then connects to this little hook here. So you got that on both sides. So I need to replace both of those. It looks like on the driver's side they were just replaced by some cable that somebody fashioned independently, but I got onto Wolfsburg West and found the replacement cables, and I'll show you those in a minute. So it's really pretty simple. So my next job is going to be to get this cleaned up and get the new cables installed on there, and hopefully get the upholstery back together in a reasonable shape. Here's the bottom of the seat. So I took a look at that. I still need to clean up that, the center track. So these are the seats that have a 3-point seat configuration. So it has these bushings here, these little Teflon bushings here, and then there's one that's still in the car in the center track, and I found replacements for all of those parts on Wolfsburg West. So here's what I ordered. Here are the inner, and this is the outer cable and the inner cable, and then new bushings. And then I bought this. It says it's not the right year, but I'm going to try to make this work for the return spring, which was missing on this side, to help the seat return easily. And there's my parts list. So my next job is going to be to get those cables replaced and then replace these Teflon bushings and hopefully get the seat back in the car this morning without too much trouble. So I hope this has helped. I'll see if I can follow this up with part 2 that shows the fixed product. Okay, I got the new cables installed. Again, these were from Wolfsburg West. So a little bit of a pain in the neck. This little grommet has to go through the seat frame here, and that was a little bit of a nuisance to get that plug in there. The other thing I had to experiment with was which hole to put this through. Initially, the old cable had gone through the top hole, but this hole is a little bit farther distance, and I hope this is going to work. So now when I pull the lever, this hook goes, it's full, it will go all the way up until it stops there. When I had it in the top hole, it was just a little bit shy at the full lever position. So that should work for me. And then the outside one seems to be working just fine as well. So next job is to get the seat back together again and see if I can reinstall all this, and hopefully it's going to work. And we are back in business. I got the seat back installed with the new bushings underneath, and the new lever works just fine. So I'm happy with that. I had to jerry rig a little spring in the bottom. Just went to a hardware store to get the spring for the little release lever here so that it drops down. And I had to figure out a way to attach that, but we're all set. And I hope that helps. If this video has been helpful for anyone, please press like, and best wishes with your car.